Welcome back to our channels, Warriors. We are still growing. If you haven't had that old crusty CO that works at Chino State Prison, smash that subscribe button. Go and have them smash it right now. First and foremost, let me give a shout out to the following patrons: Ricardo, Maladjusted, Bankroll Suave, Mickey Bass, Carmine the Pitbull, American Mestizo, Lori 559CO, Ruben, Cornbread Killer, Herb Yuma AZ, CJ Savalza, EOP Whisper, Man Down, Your Throat, Las Vegas Flies Live, Givino, Give Me Two Good Cops, Priya These Nuts, Lockdown 5, Crystal Bon, La Reina Don't Trip, Winston, Tony, The Mexican Snowman, Breathing Underwater, El Skid, Hobie Cat, Lead With Love, Albert 12, AI Vega, Fio, Esquiel, Big Bad 48, JT, Armando, Abuelita Irma, Abuelita Journey, Nova, Linda, the Retired CEO, Michigan Wolverines, Mikey 559, the homie Marius, Chevelle 66, Gigi, and Dallas Herrero. If you have not already signed up for that Patreon, so many people signed up yesterday, right? You're the only one that's missing out. Make sure you hit that link in the description below. This motherfucking episode right here, man. I don't know how. I've been on the YouTube for 1 year, and I ain't never heard nobody talk about this. The huge riot that happened at California Institute for Men, Chino, on August 8th, 2009. Damn, Hector, well, you worked at Centinela State Prison. Yeah, during that time I did. I had 3 years in the department, man. I had enough to put one bala, one French fry, but my dad said, hey, don't put any until you have 3, right? Total of 9 years. I'm like, all right, Pops. You don't want to be looking like a fucking idiot walking around with one French fry, right? For those of you guys that are asking, one of those little gold marks equals 3 years, okay? Now back to this story. Chanate. Told you guys prison was prison back then, man. Melees, riots. Oh, man, you had the heavy hitters. My cell phone at? Oh, they didn't have cell phones. They had kites. You had the heavy hitters in the shoe riding Kick It Off with the blacks. The hell, G? Kick it off with the whites. Oh, they were just telling people, kick it off, kick it off, kick it off. They're not doing that no more, right? But they were doing that back then. Kick it off. Everybody, kick this motherfucker off. Poof. Right? And that's what the hell was happening. So on this particular day, August 9, 2009, staff members that responded to work, not responded to work, staff members that showed up to work regular day, Centinela State Prison. You guys want to know about Greenside? This is Greenside. Taking a fucking time back history. The officers that were assigned to visiting, I don't know if August 9th was a weekend. It had to have been because there was visiting cops. They all got told, go get vans, go get state-issued vans, and you are now driving to fucking Chino Prison. They just had a massive riot over there. Buildings on fire, all kinds of people injured. You got the police taking over. That's what happened, right? So there's a thing called sister institutions. Back then, when things made sense, it made sense. Now, I mean, the left hand doesn't know what the right hand's doing, so it's going to be all bad if something were to happen. A sister institution could be like Centinela and Calapat. They're side by side. They're in the same county, right? They're not side by side, real close. But if something major happened, one major, one can go and respond and assist. You had, what do you have? Chuckawalla and Ironwood. Those are like sister facilities or sister institutions. Donovan's all on its own little island. It's always been on his own. Nobody likes Donovan. Nobody likes Donovan. So since Chino is Riverside County, right up there above Imperial County, Centinela, let me see, it's probably like what? Probably like an hour drive to Indio, an hour and a half, probably like a 2 hour, 3 hour drive maybe. You got Ontario Mills. I used to skate at that van skate park inside of Ontario Mills. Shout out to the IE. Hector, get to the goddamn point. So anyways, They got told to go, right? So they went. Back then, we didn't have computers. We didn't have Psalms. It was just like word of mouth, right? Hey, the fucking riot kicked off. Then you start seeing the newspapers, the good old newspapers. A riot at Southern California prison that left more than 200 injured and two buildings destroyed was triggered by an ongoing racial street war between black and Hispanic gangs, corrections officials said. That's when they had good correctional officials. The August 8th fight erupted in a section of the California Institute for Men in Chino that houses newly arriving inmates from Southern California and ex-convicts returning to prison for parole violations. Yep. Unaffiliated inmates joined the brawl after gang members began to fight. Terry Thornton, a spokeswoman for the California Department of Corrections, said Wednesday. So basically, this, and then I'll put the link to this down there. You had the dorms caught on fire. They lit the dorms on fire. I'm looking at a picture right now. The bunk beds is just ashes. Everything is ashes, right? Everything is fucking destroyed. So a riot on that magnitude is rare. Okay, rare. Where I'm talking about, you got buildings burning down. That shit's like you see down south, like Brazil, El Salvador, Tijuana. Right, for California, you heard you heard little different stories here and there about what happened to the COs. They were locking themselves into a room, calling on their cell phone they weren't supposed to be having. Help, come get us out. Um, I heard some random stories. I think I heard a rumor that there was like a female CO that was like a Sureña, and she's like, "Hey, my people, my people." Everybody like, "The hell, get that lady out of there!" Right? I don't know, just rumors, right? Rumor mill. I'm telling you what the hell we heard from down south. So now you have strike teams, instant strike team. You had the initial fucking COs that got put in vans and told to go up north. No warning. No, don't get you pack your clothes, right? Don't get you call your wife or your girlfriend. Just, hey, go fucking help out, respond. Take these fucking vests, take these 40 millimeters and go quell that violence. So then it became who wants to go and assist Chino in a like strike team, right? Who wants to work over there and help him out? So man, our partners that were going up there were telling us like, man, this place fucking sucks. We got people from Calipat up here. You got people from Centinela up here, and everybody from Chino called in sick. So imagine that, man. Chino has a riot that kicks off. We send help. Now those people call in sick. Now you have Calipat and Centinela. Now don't trip, man. Running that place, okay? Now Centinela and Calipat. Okay, Calipat is more hardcore than Centinela. I said it. Now let's probably say, give or take, Calipat and Centinela would be more hardcore than Chino. Never been a Chino. Okay. From what I was hearing, right, you guys, I need somebody that was there. Fucking blue, green, RN, scrubs. Somebody had to have been there. Please, I'll fucking interview you right now, G. Um, they were saying that they like the way that they were jamming up these inmates was like straight Calipat style. Hey, get your fucking ass over here. Put your hand behind your head. The fuck? Boom, right? Motherfuckers get squirrely. Bah! Just dumping them. Just dump. Like, I don't know. I wasn't there, but that's what we heard, man. I could easily see that. You got a level 4 cop, CO, coming from a level 4 prison, trying to go to Chino or going to Chino, and then you got the whatever type of inmates were there, staff. I don't know. I never been there. I could see how that could. Right. It's like sending a special forces soldier to boot camp and yelling at the recruits. Oh, come on, Hector. It ain't that bad. I don't know. Calipat, I was just talking to somebody yesterday. Calipat was very, very, very active, rocking and rolling. Of course, I was never there. Of course, I don't know how I just fucking went on this tangent about Calipat. Just telling you what I was hearing from my partners. They were saying that there was fucking the Mexicans and the blacks, right? The whites might have even joined. I don't know. I wasn't there. But that they were massacring these fucking people. I'm talking about ripping the toilets off, the porcelain, hitting, stabbing, sawing. That they got grinders, tools from the fucking warehouse. I don't know. Just started sawing people. I don't know. I wasn't there. I'm looking at this fucking photo. I should be looking here. Um, and with the whole thing that got this kicked off is that got this whole thing started was this incident that recently happened up north, right? The only reason I touched on that is to show you guys how fucked up CDCR is, and they trying to have us playing football, right? They spent us to the big homies, wasn't trying to bring light to your program, pero you know, CDCR really got to get their shit together, man. No disrespect. They spent on la tira. Um, anyhow, just like they didn't advertise whether that dude died up north or he didn't. I'm 99.9999999% he did, and or right. It's just that's a wrap. We didn't know if anybody died at the Chino riot. They were saying that a couple individuals died, but back then, like I said, that's something that they kept under the wraps. Does anybody know if anybody died in that fucking riot? I don't know. Let me know. What were the extent of the injuries? I would like to know. Guess the reason I'm putting this video out is to show you guys what the hell transpired from our perception at Perception in Centinela. And if anybody has any info on that fucking riot, that would be great. With that, the message for today is, man, we are definitely not in Kansas anymore. Different time, different age. Can that still happen? It probably could still happen, right? But CDCR is not prepared. Is not prepared to handle something like that. I'm letting you know that right now. Um, so if you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. With that, keep pushing forward.